target rendered powerless.
We were able to overcome her after all. But I wonder, didn't she seem unusually tired?
Ugh. First I disgrace myself in Crossbell, and now here? How am I to face my illustrious lord who told me to serve as witness here now?
Now nothing stands in our way.
You've nowhere left to run, Father.
How dare you, Eustace! And you, girl! What do you think you're doing? You will protect me!
Girl? You seem to have greatly misconstrued my reason for being here. The mission assigned to me was to come and watch this fortress fall. No one ever said anything about protecting you.
What? Watch this fortress fall? You thought to abandon me the moment you arrived?
Very much so. Those were Duke Cayenne and Lord Rufus's orders, you see. Besides, my lord would never forgive the odious crimes you have committed. And quite frankly, neither can I. You should be weeping with gratitude I haven't taken my sword to you myself.
Do it! I dare you.
No.
There she goes.
I'm still curious who her lord is, but I suppose now isn't the time.
I'm just glad her lord wasn't here. Celine? Oh, it's nothing.
Eustace. I know. Father... No. Your Grace Duke Helmut Albarea. You are hereby under arrest on suspicion of arson and property damage in Keldic, as well as causing harm to the people of Kreutzen. Please, do not attempt to resist.
Duke Albarea was then taken into custody by the hands of his own son, Eustace. After Princess Alphen announced as much as to the people of the surrounding area, the Crucian provincial army ceased hostilities, and the battles taking place around Brayheart City came to an end. Heeding Eustace's orders, the provincial army left for Auric's fort, meaning that Brayheart would come under the 4th Armored Division's jurisdiction for the time being. Furthermore, the Albarea family mansion was placed under the jurisdiction of the RMP, and Duke Albarea and Scarlet were confined there for the time being. Also, Scarlet is atoning for her crimes. As she should. Afterwards, the Courageous successfully landed at Brayheart Airport for supplies and maintenance. It was then that Class 7 opted to rest and see how things were faring in the city for themselves. Okay, so we're gonna have a stopover day. Yep, Brayheart stopover day. It's Christmas after Eve. That's not an actual word, but the day after Christmas. Things should be fine here for the time being, I'd say. Brayheart's technically been removed from the war now that Duke Albarea has been arrested. Granted, the nobles here probably aren't too happy about being under the Imperial Army's jurisdiction. The provincial army is mostly still intact too. We can't afford to let our guard down just yet. And I should go check on how things are in town. Plus, I'm curious how Eustace and Scarlet are doing. I should pay a visit to the Albarea mansion before heading back to the Courageous. Let's get it! Bomb points! Same stuff, yada yada yada. Yada yada, blah blah blah, as Rimwell would say, not to quote her. 6 bomb points! That's 1 more than I normally get. Well, we're gonna go bomb with, let's go bomb with Elliot, yeah. He's right here, why not? I wonder what's gonna happen to Keldic now. Sure, Duke Albarea has been dealt with, but that's not gonna heal the sadness in their hearts, and apprehending his own dad isn't exactly going to cheer Eustace up either. He seems pretty down. Wonder if I could cheer him up. I've got an idea. Hey, Elliot, what do you say we head to the restaurant in the Central Plaza? Huh? Which one? The one Eustace's uncle runs. I think I might just cheer you up a bit. I think I remember this one. The cafe area. Deciding that this was the best way to cheer him up, Reen brought Elliot to the Saucier restaurant. Once there, they received special permission from Eustace's uncle to go up to a VIP floor. Anywhere that has music will make Elliot happy. Just, it's that easy. What a beautiful melody. That pianist has been in several music magazines, you know. Oh, she's famous? That explained how her music manages to resonate so well. Only the pros can manage that. Of course, the same goes for you too, Elliot. What? No way. Just hearing her plays makes me realize how I've got a long way to go. The world of music really is deep. Your mom was a pianist too, wasn't she? Yeah. I remember how she used to play all the sorts of stuff for us. She'd always play something fun and lighthearted for me and Fiona whenever we were down. It worked like a charm. Always cheered us up. I bet she did the same for Dad too. Thanks, Reen. I can see why you brought me here now. You wanted to remind me that the music has the power to inspire and help people move on, right? Guilty. It's just a shame I couldn't do it with my own performance, really. That would have been cool. Sorry for sucking. Don't be so hard on yourself, Reen. In fact, you helped me realize there's still something I could do for the people of Celtic. Now I just need the time and ideal opportunity. Give us a shout when the time comes, okay? We'll gladly help. Right, I think it's about time I had a go at it myself. Listening is nice, but nothing beats actually playing. Works for me. Knowing Elliot went back down after setting his heart on playing, Reen asked Hammond and pianist for permission. Fortunately, they were more than happy to agree, and everyone in the restaurant was soon able to enjoy a special performance from him. It's just like the finale, S-Craft. Unsurprisingly, he played on par with the pianist before him. Both Reen and the customers couldn't help but fully entranced by the wonderful sound of the music. Not bad, not bad. Alright, peace out, Elliot. Let's go take a look. We were gonna bond with Emma, weren't we? Let's go bond with Emma. Let me think who I'm bonding with. We are definitely... I want to bond with Sara now, especially because we learned about the Jaegers. I'm interested. We're gonna bond... I want to bond with Toa. I think we're gonna take a break from Gaius, because I do like Gaius, but we're gonna start taking a break with him. We're gonna do... Let me just think. We'll do Toa, we'll do Husis because of the events, Sara because of the events, Theomachius. Actually, we did Emma last time, didn't we? I think we did Emma last time. Let's do Elisa. Elisa, Toa, Machias, Sara, Husis. Yeah, it works. We'll save Husis for last because it makes the most sense. Let's go take a look at Sara. Whoever she might be. Dude, I kind of wish they gave you more bonding points. It's so unfortunate that they don't. That's my biggest complaint with the Cold Steel games. Like, I hate having to choose who I want to bond with. Because I want to see all the Bond events, but the game doesn't let you see all the Bond events. It kind of sucks. Hey there, Reen. Oh, hi there, instructor. I have been told on NG Plus, though, that you could see all the Bond events. NG Plus, you could, like, carry over, get more Bond points, so at least that. But still, I want to be able to see more of them on the first playthrough, at least. Kind of unfortunate you don't get to see all the character moments, but, you know, at least NG Plus is an option. Are you feeling a little better now? Feeling just fine, thank you very much. Though I might have overdone it a bit against those guys. Still, at least I was able to see you kids off like a good teacher should. No regrets here. Instructor. Aw, come on, don't give me that look. I might be here resting, but you look like you should get some rest yourself. She's always dodged having to tell us about her past, but she might actually be making an exception this time. I want to learn. Would you mind if I stayed here and rested a bit with you? I'd even be happy to join you for a drink or something. Water, I guess. Really? You're gonna be rolling into bars, chatting up the ladies like a pro soon with the way you're going. Just take a seat there, I'll get you a little something fancier than water on me. Don't make me regret this, Sara. You better, like, talk about your past. Don't make me regret this. I'm giving you a chance here. Whew, this hard liquor fights back. Gotta pace myself better. Can't chug them cause they're strong. I'm 3 sheets to the wind before I know it. It's better than nothing, but I'll take a good beer or cider any day. I'm struggling with this cocktail personally. Feels like I'll get drunk from it even though there's no alcohol in it. Well, hey, that's just one of the appeals of drinking. I'll make sure to teach you how to savor it once you're old enough. Same way both my superior and friend did for me back in the day. Was that back when you were part of the Northern Jaegers? Yep. Granted, they both kicked the bucket a long time ago. Oh, I'm sorry. This operation brought back a lot of memories. Some of them are bad, but plenty of good ones too. Getting by back then was a real struggle. Felt like no matter what we did, nothing got even better. You came from Northumbria, didn't you? Seems like life there was a lot more brutal than I could ever imagine. Would you mind if I asked when you decided to join the course? Couldn't tell you exactly when. Felt like as soon as I knew what was going on around me, I had a gun in my hand. That very specific. And by that I mean not sarcasm. Not like there was much else you could do to earn a living around there. They say it was a nice place till the Northumbrian disaster struck around 20 years or so. I only go back once every few years now, mainly to pay my respects. See, it was the kind of place where death would follow you wherever you went, really. I wasn't any exception to that. I've lost many people who were important to me. One day they were there, the next they were gone. It wasn't until around 6 years ago that Beatrix, well, Colonel Beatrix back then saved me. Oh, that's right, you did mention that. Or, I knew you and Beatrix had a connection. After that, I cut all my ties and headed down the path to become a bracer. You know the rest after that. I guess we do. I don't even know what to say. I can't imagine leading a life like that. Yeah, indeed. You won't find many heroines as tragic as me. But well, what happened at Arx Fort made me realize something. Turns out, I hadn't completely cut my ties to that place. Crossing blades with old comrades was more painful than I expected. Maybe it's selfish of me to say, but I wish it weren't. Guess this just shows I've still got a long way to go as an instructor. There's still so much I want to teach you so you can make it through all this, but probably wasn't cut out for the job to begin with, you know? I have to respectfully disagree with you there, instructor. We've learned a lot from you, both individually and as a class. Things that you didn't specifically try to teach us either. We learned those simply through observing your actions. Like what? Take what happened at Arx Fort. Your actions taught us that fighting for the people and country you love can be painful at times. We saw that in your willingness to cross blades with those you once knew. You showed us what it means to truly be determined. At least that's what I got out of it. I'm certain we'll one day have to show the very same determination. Huh? That's why we'd like you to continue teaching us from here on out. In fact, we need you to. I can't see us taking back Thor's without your experience and guidance, let alone getting through Crow. Wow, look at you, Reen. The teachers become the student. Talk about cliches. I get it though. If you're that insistent, then I'll make sure you get all the best education possible. As our instructor and comrade. Yeah, cheers. Great stuff, great stuff. Alright, Sara's growing on me. Her backstory's interesting. You know, putting everything behind her. Like, she had to make a choice there, like, where she was talking, like, yeah, sometimes you gotta fight, like, the people you once knew. Protect your new home. I guess that's the life of a Jaeger. Fee is going through the same thing, because Fee is having to fight Zephyr, Zeno and Leo, which were her family, but now she thinks of Class 7 as her new family, so Fee and Sara kind of go hand in hand with their development, and I kind of like it. Sara's is a little more, because, like, Sara for the first game didn't get much backstory, but I feel like that was intended. The first game really did focus on, like, establishing who Class 7 was, and who the characters we're going to be following was. There was not really much character development in the first game. It really just was, like, world building, which is good. Let's do, Lisa. I'm glad Duke Abraya's arrest went as smoothly as it did. I hope Otto can find some peace now. I'm sure he will. Arresting the Duke was never gonna give the people of Celtic back what they lost, but it's the most we can do for them. And we got you and Valimar to thank for that. Without the two of you, the Duke might still be in power right now. Is something wrong? No, I'm fine. Don't mind me. She's definitely got something on her mind. Elisa, if you got something on your mind, there's no need to keep things bottled up. I'm always here if you need something to talk about. Typical Reen. It is typical Reen. Well, maybe not that typical. You're not usually this sharp. Oh, rude! But you're right. Now that you bring it up, let me ask you a favor. I mean, rude, but true. Reen is smart when it comes... I did not expect this to be voiced. But, Reen is, smart when it comes to, like, actual stuff, like, plot stuff that's happening, or, like, serious stuff. But, like, when it comes to stuff like people having crushes on him, oblivious.
I request clarification.
Why is this one voiced?
You, and not my awakener, wish to board me?
That's exactly what I want to do. Would that be possible?
First of all, why is this voice acted while the others aren't? Second of all, you wanna like see what's inside Valimar?
I don't want to use you to fight or anything like Rean does. I just want to see what it's like inside. Just for a little while, if that's okay.
Okay, you're just curious. Honestly, understandable. Who wouldn't be curious what the inside of a knight looks like?
Is that not possible or something? You said they were secondary contractors, so I was thinking it wouldn't be a problem, but maybe I had the wrong idea.
You do not. It is entirely possible for secondary contractors to board me.
Really?
However, only my Awakener is able to operate me as intended. There is no comprehensible reason for anyone else to desire access to my interior.
Huh, it's okay. I don't need to operate you, honest.
Oh, calm down, Elisa.
Thanks, Valimar. Can you let her inside then?
As you wish.
Why are we taking Elisa inside this night? Look, I just like, this just feels so random. Like, I can understand someone being like, what's it like inside a Divine Knight? But why Elisa? Like, is it because she's of the Rhymeford company and she's like interested in like, she wants to see how it's like, what he's made of or something? But like, other than that, why Elisa though? I don't understand why they're making like, Elisa's like, oh, I want to see what's inside a Divine Knight. Like, why her specifically?
Oh, what? What?
Valimar, did you really have to pick this position?
I don't want to be here anymore. I haven't decided on my eternal waifu yet. The game is basically saying here, Elisa is the canon waifu. She's not bad, but like, whatever.
While I have more than sufficient room for a human and a familiar to ride in comfort, an extra human does put an unforeseen demand on available space.
Yeah, find a way to make it work though.
I am afraid there is not much I could do under the circumstances.
Oh, you are so lying.
It's fine. I guess I can make do for a little while.
No, stop that right now. I'm gonna leave. Valimar, get us out of here.
It's kind of weird sitting like this with you, but I guess I am the one who asked for it. I'll live.
Dude, I don't like this.
Well, if you're alright with it, I'm sure not going to complain, but...
So this is what Valimar looks like on the inside, huh?
Okay, yeah, can we move on? Thank goodness.
It's kind of gloomy, isn't it?
Well, there's not much point in having the front screen on when I'm not actually fighting. I have it up often enough these days, but honestly, it doesn't bother me that much. I can see outside fine when I need to.
Oh, right. It's weird to sit here and think of all the battles you fought with Valimar. When you fought those Alliance soldats and against Scarlet and Vulcan, you were right where you're sitting now. Even when you fought with Crow.
The fights are always different, but the scenery in here doesn't change much. I'm usually so caught up in the fight that I don't really pay much attention to what it looks like inside here. Celine and Valimar have helped me a lot though, so I'm getting better at this whole thing, bit by bit.
It's just not fair. We're your classmates and your friends. We're supposed to be fighting alongside each other all the way. But you and Valimar always take on the hardest battles. All we can really do is back you up from the sidelines. And to be honest, it's been on my mind for a while now. It bugs me to feel like we're just not doing enough.
Oh, so that's why you wanted to see what Valimar looked like on the inside?
Okay, it's a better reason, but still, I blame the game developers. Like, why don't they make everyone curious about this? Like, the fact that they make Elisa curious about this makes it think like, oh, Elisa's the canon waifu or something, or like, not literally. I know it's not exactly what it's saying, but like, putting like making Elisa feel special in that regard is just like, odd to me.
Yeah, I thought if I could, I'd have a better understanding of what you go through and what it must be like. Looking around, it feels even more isolated than I expected. Lonely, even. Seeing all the things you do from the outside, then seeing what it looks like on the inside, I have to wonder, are you okay with the way things are? Are you okay with putting yourself on the line over and over like this? Shouldering such a huge burden all alone, and even the burden of those lives you weren't able to save?
Lisa, I've never once felt like I was fighting those battles alone. You said it yourself, right? I've got all of you backing me up, either on the ground or on the courageous. Sure, you're not inside Valimar with me, but I know you all have my back. That's why I can keep fighting day after day. In that sense, it's not so different from our days at Thor's.
Well...
You don't have to worry about me, Elisa. As long as I know you're all there, and that I can look forward to seeing you again after each operation, I'll fight my hardest, and I'll come home the victor. All I ask is that you keep me in your heart, and lend me your aid.
Always, Rean. Just don't go doing anything too reckless in here, okay? You're really important to all of us, but especially to me, so...
Elisa...
Don't kiss, please.
Oh,
What is it, Valimar?
I have detected an abnormal increase in your heart rates. Maintaining optimal health is ideal. I recommend rest and a medical examination.
No, it's okay. We're fine. We're doing... great.
Yeah, never felt better. Thanks for worrying about us, Valimar.
Alright, understandable why she wanted to see the inside, but still, it's weird that they would only give Elisa a scene like that. I'm assuming no one else has a scene like that. After taking a moment to unfluster themselves, Rena and Elisa disembark from Valimar, and all while fleeing, slightly embarrassed and more than a little awkward, they made their way back. Yeah, like, that was awkward. We don't need to talk about that ever again. Look, Elisa's cool. I don't dislike Elisa. I like Elisa, but, like, the game basically, like, having, like, the whole purpose, like, oh, you choose a girl to romance, and then, like, basically forcing you to get Elisa is annoying, honestly, for lack of a better term. The game has this whole harem thing where they make, like, Rean, like, choose a girl to dance with. Like, in the first game, I chose Fee to dance with. But having them basically, like, kind of force Elisa is just disappointing. I don't really like that. Toa, something wrong? Oh no, it's nothing. I was just thinking about Berehar finally being freed from the Duke's clutches and ending up spaced out. You know how when you finish something you're really nervous about and all the exhaustion washes over you at once? That's what I'm going through, but don't worry about me. I'll be back on the ship by the time everyone else is. The more she tells me not to worry, the more worried I get. I wonder if she needs my help. I don't mind if I sit with you for a while. There's really a nice breeze here, so I figured it might be a good spot to relax. Oh, sure, go ahead.